the first thing about the weekend was that people had the question all season long, how good is the Big East? Well, they're so good that they had two teams reach the Final Four, and it was a disappointing week for it. They were hoping to have three. Louisville goes down to Michigan State. Syracuse was there, one game away from having a shot at the Final Four, and they guaranteed a berth out of the East because they had Pitt against Villanova. So it could have been an unbelievable week for the Big East, and it was just a great week, as it turns out. And the two teams that got in from there, Villanova beating Pittsburgh up in Boston in the East Regional. Villanova has just been playing such great defense, and they kept it up. They dismantled UCLA in the second round, handed Duke one of their worst beatings ever in the regional semifinal, and then just kept it up against Pitt. But Pitt, being a Big East team just like them, went right back at them the same way. Tough, hard-fought game the whole way. There were bodies all over the court during the game, and Pitt's able to come back and tie the game. But Scotty Reynolds, who's been Villanova's go-to guy since he set foot on campus, came through again, hit the driving shot with 0.5 seconds left, and Villanova goes on to their first Final Four since 1985. And then the other Big East team that advanced, Connecticut, beats Missouri. The big thing for them against Missouri was they needed somebody to step up on offense. A.J. Price was really solid like he's been, but Kemba Walker, the freshman guard, boy, he's fast. If Ty Lawson wasn't in this tournament, he'd probably be the fastest guard in the tournament. And he handled Missouri's pressure, didn't turn the ball over, scored 23 points, took some of the heat off Price in the second half when Missouri was really focusing on him. And Connecticut had another big day blocking shots. North Carolina goes at Oklahoma today, and the big thing everybody wanted to know is, could North Carolina come up with a defensive effort that they needed, not to stop Blake Griffin? No one's going to stop Blake Griffin. He had two 30-point games, had 23 and 16 today. But could they come up with the effort to stop the rest of Oklahoma? Syracuse couldn't do that in the regional semifinals. Crocker goes off for a career-high 28 points and is hitting threes all over the place. Well, today, North Carolina didn't let Oklahoma hit threes. They did stop everyone else besides Blake Griffin, and it turns into an easy win. They were up by 21 points in the second half. And the thing is that Ty Lawson is 100%. He missed the first-round game against Radford, had a good half against LSU, had a good half in the regional semifinals against Gonzaga. He put it all together today. He looked great today. And the big thing is he's played 3 full games now, and he's averaging just over 20 points. He's had 20 assists and 2 turnovers. And when he's not turning the ball over, that means Carolina's scoring, because he has the ball in transition. He's going to get it to somebody. And today they had, again, so many players score. The fourth regional final was probably the most stunning. And not that Michigan State won. Michigan State's a really good team. When they play, they want to play. What was stunning about the game was that Louisville just had nothing there. And for a Rick Pitino team to come out flat, looking, you don't want to say disinterested, but it was like, that they had another game tomorrow. There was a bigger game, and they just didn't. And Michigan State really took advantage of that, and they just pounded them on the boards. They were able to force some turnovers. Kalen Lucas, anytime Louisville did score and threw the press on, which is how they're going to win a game, Michigan State was able to handle it, but they did such a great job on defense, Louisville couldn't score to get the press going.